Here's my response to the blasphemy challenge. I deny the Holy Spirit. That's easier for me to say than for most because when I was very young, I learned to take a tip from the rabbi. After all, he took one from me. That's right, I was born a Jew. And despite the hundreds of millions of dollars spent every year by Christian fundamentalists in the fraud known as Messianic Judaism and Jews for Jesus, I never became a Christian. So does this denial of the Holy Spirit matter? For Christian fundamentalists, it makes no difference. If you haven't had the luck of a lottery winner in picking the exact correct brand of Christianity they espouse and then getting an approved saving, well, you're going to hell. According to other Christian churches, I might squeak through if I never knew of Christ. Well, I don't live in the last few square miles of the Amazon, not overrun by evangelicals preaching the prosperity gospel while glossing over the differences between 3-in-1 oil, or the 1-in-3 oil, or the just only one type of oil. Nor am I some primitive using blood and flesh in my 21st century religious ritual. Nor have I escaped their gold-card competitors, the white-shirted, black-badged twosome who practiced, and this is true, baptism of Jews who died in the Holocaust, and who might baptize me after my death. And what's worst of all, I have personal knowledge of those who can know the unknowable in the name of Christ. I know of Peter's wondrous ability to miraculously heal the lame. Now the voice of truth is small and quiet and cannot be heard by just anyone. I've been blessed to hear that quiet voice, even though I can't match Peter's ability. For Peter, I'm sure it took no more than 9. For me, it took at least 110 volts. All praise to JC for this miracle. So far, my denial is meaningless, and I'm still going to hell. But in the spirit of this blasphemy challenge, let's find a way where my denial can have more meaning. I find my possible salvation with the RCs and Vatican II. I learned that there's a chance that a non-Christian might escape hell, provided he's a sincere seeker of God. Okay, let me publicly put myself into cola hell. When I say I deny the Holy Spirit, I deny it for any and all personal God or gods, including that believed by the major movements of Judaism, Madonna, and those for whom the sign on the streets is not of the beast, but 104 more. Sure, when I was very young I prayed, but Santa never did leave me presents. More recently, despite my prayers, I've never won the lottery. Granted that my odds of winning the grand prize are very, very small. Yet despite these odds, I still buy tickets now and then. It's cheap entertainment, and you never know, you might win. I think that's why a lot of people believe in the Holy Spirit or its equivalent. It's easy for them to believe, and you never know. There may be an afterlife with 72 female virgins watching St. Peter spin the wheel of fortune just inside the pearly gates, for those who won the lottery by having followed the one correct religion out of the thousands and thousands available. But I don't believe, although there were a few times I prayed that I might. I've long since stopped seeking any God. So I'm not a sincere seeker of God, and that's surely enough to put me into any Christian hell. As for the Jewish God, what does my denial mean? Well, let's say it isn't a point in my favor. If he's real, this denial is not good. At least it isn't going to lead me into eternal damnation and fire and brimstone. If there's a Jewish afterlife, at least it's a more reasonable one than that of the Christians or Muslims. Am I afraid of invoking the wrath of any god or god? No. Not any more than I'm afraid of the wrath of the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, or Santa Claus. My name is Sheldon, and thanks for watching.